Hey y'all, hey. This is the new one. I just came back for a minute because you all did not see me last night. And I did want to kind of talk a little bit about this story. If you all do not know me, I am Seeing It All Knowing on YouTube. And I am the Knowing on Facebook. My name is Dr. Lisa. And I'm coming to you with another video. When you come in, if you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up. And hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. And hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I come on. As soon as you come on, we're going to get started. I'm going to give it a few minutes. And I'm going to get started about the YouTuber who was arrested on child abuse. Hey, Miss Jean, how are you? How y'all doing today? How are you all doing? Good evening, Miss Charlene. How are you? How y'all doing on this marvelous day? Hello. Hello, Miss Grace. How are you? I didn't see y'all yesterday on YouTube, but here I am today and coming early. Hey, Greg. How are you? Hey, Miss Yvette. How are you? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm doing okay, Miss Jean. I'm doing all right. I'm following the case about in Pennsylvania too. I know that's right, Greg. I want something good, but I don't know what I want. And I definitely don't feel like cooking. Oh, that's good, Miss Charlene, baby. Y'all, let's get on into it and let's talk about it. This YouTuber came out with like passenger 8 or 8 passengers. And they came out around 2015. It's nice to see you too, baby. And they had children and got children, her and her spouse. But here recently, oh, you're welcome, honey. I love you. Here recently, she's been arrested, her and a business partner. I don't know I don't know what she did, what she didn't do, or whatever. But I do remember a few years back, her oldest daughter, which I think is her biological daughter, came out and said how she was treating these kids. Thank you, honey. How she was treating these kids. And they reported it. They reported to CPS. And they kept reporting them. And they kept not doing anything. I saw a video, which I think her page has been taken down since all this is surrounding it. But where the little girl forgot to take her lunch to school. And she would not take the lunch to school. And she said hopefully nobody would help her or buy her lunch or give her lunch because that wouldn't teach her a lesson. Come on, y'all. That wouldn't teach her a lesson. And then if they did something wrong to her liking, she wouldn't let them go to bed. She would let them go to bed without food. I hate to want to be able to tell you this, but it's true. So she was out in Utah, her and a business partner, and they were arrested, both of them. I mean, they tried to act like they were the best, the finest. But this is just my opinion. When you find people who seem like they got everything together and they got all the answers to everything, you need to run just as far as you can from them. Because 9 times out of 10, they ain't got it together. Really. When her daughter first came out, I believed everything the girl said. I really did. I didn't think it was just a thing and she was just trying to get back at them. I don't. And then everybody thought because she was a member of the, what is this? Is it the Church of Christ or Latter-day Saints? They're like the Mormons. She was a member of, they church and everything. Her and her husband was church going and all of that. That's right, Greg. Right, Miss Jean. I mean, it was church goers, Greg, and they're doing all this and that. And, and this is the thing. Now, he may not have anything to do it. He may not, I just find it hard to believe that if you're in a house with people, you don't know what's going on. Yeah, excuse me. That's what I think, that you just don't know, you know, you just don't know what people will do. But people are presenting themselves, and I hear people saying, Miss Charlene, oh, but they're the best people. What make them so good? What make these people really so good? Just because they're a member of a church? No. Yes. She had this big YouTube page, and allegedly, it's been told to me, it's been taken down. She showcased the kids and all this other stuff. And a lot of people do that because kids bring views and money. People like to look at the cute kids, but I don't think they should be all out here, in my opinion. Could be, Miss Jean, could be. Some of them are the worst they are. Because a lot of times, y'all, and I don't know their situation. I don't know that they just basically depend on YouTube and other things that they were doing. But most of the time, when people are out here and they have these kids, and you see them with 3 and 4 of those kids, and you be saying, "Oh, they love them, they love them." Most of the time, they get $5,000 and $6,000 for them children. Hey, Miss Harris, especially if they have an issue or problem, they get more money for them. Yeah. But people think that because you're affiliated to a church or you belong to a church, that you wouldn't do stuff like that. No. Church people ain't perfect people. A lot of them ain't even saved. They just go to church to say they go. I know y'all know that. But she was supposed to be like, they set her up as like this, the pillar of the community. I don't know why. When people start putting people up like that, I started poking holes in it. Like I said a few years ago, yep, that is true. Tell it now. A few years ago when I first heard all of this stuff, it wasn't hard for me to believe. No. Just because people are, going through those foster care trainings and trying to get foster care kids or whatever, they see it as a bag. They want to rent up. They want to rent that bag up. In my opinion, allegedly. So the moral of the story is, if you don't want these kids, let them stay where they at. That's the moral of it. And I'm done with that for right now. Gotta wait for some more stuff to come up. She's actually gotten on 2 charges, her and her partner. Yes, exactly. And you know what, Miss Charlene, I'm glad you said that. Because oftentimes, that's what people do. They show you what they want you to see. They don't show you the other parts of it. Yep, Miss Yvette, money, money, money. They should not, Greg. And I don't know how you give people a chance to keep children, Miss Jean, and they ain't even got there. I know a situation. Story time. Short one. I know a situation where this young lady and this man, they got married. It was high school sweethearts. And the first child that they had a little girl, beautiful little girl. The love of their life, And then they went and had, I think 2-3 years later, maybe a little boy. Again, the love of their life. So we thought. She got strung out on drugs. Real bad. The whole small community was in awe because they couldn't believe it. She had been caught DUI several times. But they knew people, the parents knew folk. So they sweep it under the rug. Excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. They swept it under the rug. Well, without getting to it, what happened? I'm getting to it. One day, she decided, hey, Miss Sharon, girl, One day she decides to take the children for a ride, as well as the vodka bottle, Absolute as well. And Sirocco, C-Rocco, whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, Miss Joanne, girl. And she decides to get her child, one of them was with a mother. And she popped pill and drunk the liquor straight out the bottle all day. Little girl scared to death. Because that's the one that's, yeah, the little girl was in the car. I think the boy was at the moment. I'm trying to get it right. Trying to memorize it. And so they called the father and said, I think she was 3 times over the legal limit. And come get your kids. Of course, he went and got his kids. Very hardworking man, went and got his kids. And she actually lost custody of them to him. Got a divorce, granted her a divorce. She was out there doing anything she was big and bad enough to do. She was doing it. Okay? So they took the kids. And, of course, her parents and stuff furious. Don't even know the whole story. But they're furious. And and the baby at this time, the baby was an arm baby. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to mix 2 stories together. That baby was an arm baby and she had a little boy. Yeah. See, I think I switched it around. I think I said that we were born of a little girl first. No, it was a boy. And then she had the little girl, and the little girl was 6 months old. So you know the little girl don't know her. She don't know her. So the grandmother was trying to get these kids. But no matter what this girl did, they let the child stay with her until she was driving around one day, got in a wreck, and when the authorities came to the scene, they saw all of those empty bottles back there and said, my God, I know you ain't drunk all that. No, I had help, is what she said. I know you haven't drank all that. No, I had help. The husband eventually, it was a nasty divorce. He divorced her. He has custody of their children. But she's somebody's nanny now. She's the nanny. Room and board is already taken care of. And she getting anywhere from $600 to $700 a week. And she have a bonus, I guess, kind of like an allowance to buy clothes. So she can go outings with the kids. I know. Miss Charlene, I couldn't say nothing but wow. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh Lord. So people can present whatever face they want. Oh no. They want to. They can do that. But she drove around. DUI. Totally over the limit. Hello? Power. And she, y'all, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but she left. He was divorcing her, but she left him and them children. But she's somebody's nanny. I know it don't make sense. It don't make sense to the doc either. None of it makes sense. When they told me she was a nanny, I said, y'all stop lying. You ain't even got your own kids. Okay. Yeah, of course, Miss Jean, of course. Yeah, of course. You know, if they didn't have no, you know what she'll be. Unbelievable. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay, y'all didn't eat today. So I needed to, I'm going to, but I have not eaten today. But yeah, sad. Sad. Oh no, Miss G. So he divorced her. And he has custody of his kids now. I have custody of all of them. Both of them. She got visitation rights with supervised, but do you think she don't been to see them kids? Or you think she's sending them kids? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. A lot of times we say we need to take them, they'll be better off. But do you know who you're really giving these kids to? Have you really did a thorough background on these people? Do you know how these kids are gonna be treated? If somebody giving you that much money every month for children, animals, whatever, you ought to do what you're supposed to do with them. On New Jersey, about years ago, foster parents of 5 weren't feeding them. They was not they by the way to anything. There people found them in the dumpster trying to get food. I don't care what y'all say, how disgusting it may be. But when you biked up in the corner, you hungry, you'll do anything to survive. Mm-hmm. They're looking at money. People got to get out of saying, oh, they just love them kids. How you know? How you know they love them? And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but how do we know that they love these kids? I told you, sometimes people don't love you. They love your hand. They do. They love what you can do for them. Exactly, Greg said. They love that you have a house and you can put them in it. Okay, if it's a male or female, I'm talking about any of them. I'm talking in general. Come through. And when people think, and see, that's why they go up and make these Facebook pages, these YouTube pages, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, X or whatever they calling that stuff now. It's the money. But I continue to tell y'all from day one, Miss Yvette has told me everything is about that money. I ain't lying. She told me that. Everything about the money. She said, listen, Miss Lisa, it's the money and power people think they have over you. Mm-hmm. You got to let money control you, because if money control you, you'll do anything. Another little short story. I know this lady. She worked for the state like 30-something years. She, yes ma'am, she retired. And when they got her some children. And got some children. She made sure she got 2. Thank you. She made sure she got 2 kids. And when she got the kids, she started renovating her house. Saying she needed room for this, room for that, or whatever. It took her about 2 years to get everything the way she wanted. Thank you. She had 5 kids. foster care, 5 of them. Now, I'm going to tell you now, I really think she had ulterior motive. Hey, Miss Teresa girl. But one thing I will say, she took care of them kids, though. She took care of her kids. But I think she got them for money. But she took care of them. Had them dressed. Took them places. They loved church. And she was like a associate pastor. She was a minister. And she did a whole house over. Like I said, I think people do things for money. But if you loving on them kids and you doing what you can do, I ain't gonna hold that against you. Because you do need money to take care of kids. But she put a deck on the bike. She built another room, an extra large one, where you can have like bunk beds or beds, just single beds and stuff. She fixed it up really nice. And that room was able to accommodate for a girl. And she always kept the camera on in their room. Because she said she didn't want nobody to say, oh, she tried to mess with me. She said she just wasn't going to deal with the foolery. And for them coming up there trying to get the other kids that clearly needs a place to stay. And she got mad one night. And told the camera off the wall. The girl did. Not the foster parent, but the girl did. I've never done this before. That's how I said I think she was in it for the money, but I think she loved the kids. Well, doc, is anything wrong with that? Well, if you ain't mistreating them, and you love them, and you're giving them a place to stay or whatever, ain't too much you're going to be able to prove that on. So, she renovated her whole house. 3 of her kids getting ready to graduate. And she still got 2. The mother did the program and was able to get that child back. One, because they're not sisters, she had 2. They was able to get them back. So it was her and the oldest young lady. And they was inseparable. They loved each other. And so she was like, I got tired of it anyway with them. You didn't get tired of the money. And it always appeared to me that she liked it that oldest one a little better. Now, I could be wrong, but it just appeared that way. When them other ones left, when she went working, and that daughter was in school, it's the only time you didn't see them together. This woman and this child was together all the time. She showered her with so much love. She did everything she could do for her. But the other one, she got them the bare necessities. And people say, well, Doc, they be having such a hard time. They don't be giving them that much money. Who keep telling y'all this? And why y'all believing it? Y'all believe in that stuff like them folk over in Hoover. Don't y'all know about Hoover? Y'all know about Hoover, Alabama. But they tell me now, I don't know. They tell me that the woman say somebody left a child on the side of the road. Shh. Can't tell that now. Exactly. That's how I am. When I would take my niece on play dates, if I take my goddaughter, whatever she getting, that other child getting too. And people tell me I ain't got time to buy both. That's right, Miss I bet no. I said, well, I have enough to buy for them. Both of them got a $14 item in their hand. So, see, let me just say this. Love is not predicated on money. Love is not predicated on gifts. Love is not predicated on somebody really and truly caring about you. No. When people are in love with your hand, they give a flip about you. They don't care about you. I hate to tell y'all that, but they don't care about y'all. They care about what you can do for them. And the moral of this story is, everybody foster parent don't need to be foster parenting. Nah. 2 children picked up something for 14. So y'all thought that was just rambling. I was rambling. Picked up an item for $14. I commend her. She knows she didn't have $28. And she told them, no, put it back. And that's what she should have done. When you get in situations like working in a group home or whatever, or over my case manager, whatever, you can't lose sight what the children need. You can't lose sight of that. If I'm not mistaken, the little boy that unalived his mother is going to court on October the 2nd. Yeah, I remember the one about that he wanted something from Amazon that she wouldn't get it. And then when it called, and then when it got her purse, and he ordered what he wanted. And unalived her. Let me tell y'all. We can't let our children grow up where we give them everything. We can't. Gotta stop that. You know why? Because when you start giving, they start expecting. And they think you obligated to take your bill money and spend it on them. But some people want to be friends with their children. Can't be friends with your children. Pink. All right, y'all. That's it. Yeah, great. I've been around them too long. And I know when somebody just trying to run up a bag versus taking care of these kids. They ain't trying to take care of these kids. Y'all, please thumb up the video on the way out. I am about to go over to Facebook because then I'm going to be off. I got a very, very early appointment out of town in the morning. Very important appointment. That's right, Greg. Lots of love to you. Y'all, I'm going to head over on Facebook for a minute. Y'all, this is your girl, Seen and Unknowing. Thank you. Just coming to drop a few nuggets down for you. But I'm headed over to YouTube. So if you would, YouTube, Facebook. So if you would come over with me. Oh, they do. Miss Joy, you can't give them enough. You can't. And I'm not saying all kids, y'all, but kids are so ungrateful. So ungrateful. They think it's our obligation to buy them a phone. That ain't our obligations. You have to do that. You break them children. You shouldn't have to beg them too. And then this is my opinion. If people would start teaching their children, redirecting their children, doing something when they lie, steal, or whatever. Whatever. You shouldn't uphold them. Don't you think they'll get up and turn on you? They see that you're older. You can't move quick as you used to. They see that. Yes, ungrateful and privileged. There's a lot of ungrateful folk. A lot of them. So, ladies, gentlemen, I want y'all to think. The next time y'all try to do something kind for somebody, ask yourself, do they really need this? This is your girl, Seeing All Knowing. I'll see you on Facebook in about 5 minutes. Y'all, please thumbs up the video. Share your girl out. Y'all, this is Seeing and All Knowing on YouTube. Head to Facebook to The Knowing. That's right, Miss Jean. Bye, y'all.